Blood can be spilled, DNA can be rewritten, but iron is the foundation of an empire. In our last episode, we watched biology fail. The mutants tried to adapt, but their flesh had limits. The next stage of the timeline didn't happen in a lab or a womb. It happened in a forge. The legacy era was over. The Iron Path had begun. In 2008, the world didn't just meet a hero, it witnessed the birth of the ultimate chassis. The Mark I wasn't built for peace, it was built for total autonomy. A one-man army designed to conquer a battlefield alone. Doom knows that true power is never shared, it is manufactured. But a chassis is just dead weight without an engine. Enter the arc reactor. Infinite, clean energy condensed into a palm-sized cylinder. While Stark used it to keep his heart beating, a mind like Victor Von Doom sees it for its true industrial scale. A battery for reality. If you want to control the fractured remnants of the multiverse, you don't build power plants. You put an arc reactor at the center of every capital city. And when Justin Hammer automated the suits into automated legions, he didn't build protectors. He built the first working prototype for a Doombot. After the sky opened up over New York, Tony Stark's mind fractured. He stopped building suits for himself and started building an empire. The House Party Protocol proved that a massive global network of iron could be controlled by a single centralized mind. When that paranoia escalated into Ultron, Tony tried to build a suit of armor around the world. But where Tony saw a shield to keep threats out, Doom sees a cage to keep reality in. Ultron was Tony's greatest failure because he gave the machine a conscience. Doom won't make that mistake. He will take the global network, the automated legions, and the synthetic vibranium tech and use it to enforce a state of absolute, unyielding compliance. By the time we hit the end of the line, Stark's tech had evolved past mechanics. It became nanotechnology, matter that reshapes itself based entirely on the user's thought. It's a suit of armor that can absorb the energy of a god, manifest shields from thin air, and reconstruct itself on a cellular level. But Tony's crowning achievement was the Nanogauntlet, a piece of Earth-born engineering capable of housing, channeling, and redirecting the raw, unadulterated power of all 6 Infinity Stones. This is the holy grail for Doom. To rewrite reality, you need a vessel strong enough to hold the fire of creation without disintegrating. Tony Stark spent 11 years perfecting that vessel, and then he died. Which brings us to the ultimate question. Who is Victor Von Doom? Is he a variant, a version of Tony Stark from a timeline where the cave didn't teach him humility, but taught him absolute ruthlessness? A Stark who looked into the multiverse and decided that if he couldn't save his world, he would rule every other world instead? Or has Doom been watching from the shadows this entire time? A separate entity entirely, standing in the blind spots of the MCU, reverse engineering Stark's blueprints, waiting for the Iron Architect to fall so he could inherit the throne? When Tony Stark snapped his fingers and said, "I am Iron Man," he thought he was ending the threat. He didn't realize he was clearing the stage for the man who would take his face, take his tech, and perfect his cage. Stark gave the world the tools, he gave them the energy, he gave them the armor, but he forgot that a suit of iron is only as good as the tyrant pulling the strings. While the world was distracted by the flash of the iron, the cosmic forces were already preparing his greatest rivals. In our next episode, we go from the Forge to the First Family. I'll see you on the fantastic path. The road is getting shorter.